little lady diver went and got her bumper we lost out there. We can't lose those things. They're a whole $40, you know. But hey, this boat did wonderful. We just picked it up with a gaff hook, and anyway, if that was a little janitor, I would have just let her float, but not that bumper. Okay. But anyway, let's go back to these nice Simrad gauges. Okay, this red needle, this is set up for twins. So right here, you got your left trim. If I hit the left trim, notice that's raised an engine trim level. Then it's gonna stop right over here. See how that raised? That one's down. Now I'm gonna raise the starboard one right here. See how it's gonna raise? And I can match that. That's at 58, 58. So see these right here? Now that's with your starboard, so we know those are working. Now right over here is port. That's your 14.4 volts. This is your starboard motor, 14.3. Engine is 118 degrees, 118 degrees. Hours, see, I've been out here a while, 4 hours and 4 hours and 17. And so this is your red is port, green is starboard. That's temperature for the port, that's temperature for the right. Now you can also go through the menus. Like, now this is the menu setting, that's up to you. But right here goes through pages, and you can clean out of that, or just hit the thing one time. This is up into your fuel. You're gonna have to reset that. You're gonna have to fill the boat up, and then say you filled the boat up with 150 gallons. And then if you hit this again, whoop, see, then you can get a reading off your, you know, 2 readings, port and starboard, right here. It's easier to read sometimes, so you can see that. And then if I hit this one, then you can just look here and here. And then that gives you your speed, and that gives you your depth as well. And this is when we already had this on autopilot, but I'll show you how this works. Let's get over here, and let's gauge, get out of that, and autopilot, hit here, nav, close, navigate, it should be this one right here. Not navigating. How come you're not navigating? How come this thing ain't navigating? Jeez, I need to engage the heading hold. There you go. And then I need to go over here, or we're going to run into the old airport. Okay, now we hit heading hold. Now it's going to hold that heading. I got the response time set for about 3. But if you notice right here, it started putting up your boat. Now if you put in a waypoint, which you can hit here, and then you can use the dial or touch it, whatever you want to do. And now, like say, let this pop up, and there's the red buoy right here coming up. So let's set a waypoint for right here. Okay. Then I think you hit this one. Go to. You want the autopilot? You said yes. Now it's going to take us to that. Now see what it did up here? You got, that's miles to destination, 0.17 latitude and longitude, estimated time of arrival, and then of course you got your trim right in here. These are your tacks actually. You bring this up. Yeah, that's your tack and that's your trim level. See, so this is a pretty cool little setup. Now if you go back into this one more time, now you got your water temperature, you got your depth. Now you can come over here, see your speed and your tachometers and your trim. So that's kind of a neat feature to have actually. Now with both of those motors running, we can go, I was going to show you this. Oh, back to this. Let's go back to charts. You see, these are all your pylons right off the airport. Right here, and this is a pylon right over here. And if you want to find out what they are, you just push on them. And then it's going to tell you QR. You hit that, it's going to tell you all about it. Then you just X out, or you could set it as a waypoint when you'd run into it. Okay, so we're done with this. Let's go by, go back. Let's go to standby. Okay, so now I want to go to that information page, which is right here, instruments. Okay, right here. You got a red and a green. Red is port, and then green is starboard. So you can match those up. See how that red? That's my port motor. I'll bring my starboard motor up to match it. There you go. Now, also this gives you your speed over ground, depth, force over ground. This would be your steering if you had a waypoint, total hours, and a trip meter. Up here is like your both green and red again for your volts. You got gallons per hour, you got trim percentage, and then you got fuel. And you got speed over ground, water temp, trim, you got time and depth. So it's a pretty cool little unit. It's just gonna take some practice. So now we'll go back into charts, but what we should do is we're gonna try to get in some calm water here. Now see, these are picking up over here, which is good. Player cursor. I'm gonna just shut one of these motors down and show you on one motor what this boat will do. Okay, so you bring them back into neutral. I'm shutting the port motor off. I'm trimming it up. Okay. Now this is the starboard motor. It's still running. If you see this green right here, or if it makes it more comfortable. See how that just kicked in? We were in a side swell. This is one motor now. And if it's easy for you to see, I'll trim it down. See, we were trimmed up. You need to get that motor trimmed down. You can feel it kicking in. Now look at that, one motor. We're doing 16 miles an hour. 23, 25, 27. Now I'm going to start trimming the motor up. 29, 30 miles an hour on one motor. Now it's 31. I can probably get 32 out of this. Not many boats can do that, and it only took 4 seconds to get this thing to plane. So bring that back, trim that other motor back down. Then if you turn the key on, don't start it, then you'll see it dropping. You always want to start with the motor drop. See how that separated those? Now they're both down where they belong. Okay? So now we'll show you what one motor, or both motors will do. So you got to fire up. See how this one ain't moving? You got up to about 1,000 RPMs and this is nothing. That means you're not running. See, now that moved. Now both motors are running. Okay, let's see what this thing will do. Hang on, little janitor. Oh yeah, 2 seconds this sucker will play. It's got torque.
Ready, 37 miles.
There's 41 miles an hour in this stuff. Hey, still 45. Now, how many boats can you do 45 and take your hands off the wheel?
We're gonna.
That's pretty amazing. That was almost 48 miles an hour in this stuff. So, this boat is awesome. And then if you want to spin it, bring these things back. Now I'm going to do a left. Bring that one back. So you can feel the boat going backwards, then bring the starboard motor ahead, give it some gas, but do not, make sure your motors are in straight position. See how it's spinning now? And this is how when it's rough.
Alright, we're at 9 minutes.
Okay, so now we're going to do part 3. We're going to get in a little bit rougher water. But we went through everything, I think, didn't we, Germ?
Yep.
Little sassy gal she is. She's a little saucy.
Alright,
She's a saucy gal.
Whoa,
geez. That was the whole time. I'm telling you, I'm getting sick. Can you take... Thank God this thing's got autopilot. That's all I can tell you. I'm going to throw up.